gosh, guys. Hi, it's been so long, but welcome to another tutorial. The first one I'm recording of the year. Welcome back. It's great to be here. So, hi! I'm so excited. Today, I am going to do a little bit of some trends that I'm seeing, plus I'm hoping this look that I have in my head that I want to create is going to go with this Fulton and Rourke perfume. Why did I forget what I was trying to say? Blind sniff. Yes, I do have a makeup look already in mind, but we're gonna see if the two actually go together. As always, I am going to be using Riot Rogue cosmetics to complete this look. And it's been a minute since I have started a video barefaced, but there's a trend that I want to talk about and a product that I think is actually going to work, hit that mark. You know what I mean. Two of the trends that I'm going to talk about are actually things that I found on Pinterest Predict. What I want to talk about is laced up. Granted, that's more of like clothing and decor, but I feel like it works really well with wilderkind, however you want to pronounce that, which is more like nature inspired, deer inspired. So like the softness of a deer, the neutral tones, nature. So like I think of like greens and browns, and I feel like laced up is very soft and delicate, and so it works with that. But since it's me and it's Riot Rogue, it's not exactly going to be quiet and soft like one might typically do this look. As you can see, I have lace on, but it's black. I'm going to do kind of darker greens and some gold, but kind of like a grungy gold. But let's get started with smelling this to see if it'll work. Okay, so the fragrance that I blind chose is Sterling, and this is what Fulton and Rourke says. The top notes are bergamot, apple peel, and white musk. Mid notes, tobacco leaf, lily of the valley. Ooh, I like lilies. And I think it's pronounced neroli. Base notes, smoked vanilla. Oof, okay. Amber, leather, and atlas cedar. Okay. What I also like about Fulton and Rourke is they put their inspiration. So it's a cool little thing that they talk about. It's a homage to the rich and complex fragrance that is tobacco. And we spent more than a year getting the formulas just right. So that's awesome. That's what I like about Fulton and Rourke. And their scents last. So I recommend going to their website and reading more about their inspiration. But, what is this description? Aromatic tobacco complemented with notes of leather and rich vanilla. Ooh, okay. I feel like that could work because vanilla is very soft and delicate, could go with lace. Tobacco, very earthy, very nature. Leather, kind of get like the same vibe from that. So okay, so just smelling it, I can definitely get that vanilla, but the edge to it. So like probably what is like the tobacco or the leather, because when I think of tobacco, I also think of pipes, and I'm not quite getting that, but let's see. Definitely smell that bergamot. That's definitely a top note for sure. Oh. Okay, that's really interesting to smell leather in a perfume. And I don't want to say like it's a more masculine or feminine scent, but I can see how like the leather in it could make it feel a little bit more masculine, but I think I think because I'm going with like darker, almost grungier tones with the makeup, that it could work. It could work. However, I'm just not sure my foundation's going to now. So let's see where this goes. I will be honest, these colors don't have names yet because I'm just finishing up the collection that they will be in, so I won't be able to really give you any names. And some of them I haven't fully tested. I've swatched. I just haven't, you know, actually put on my eye. So today is going to be a first for a lot of things. Perfume, eyeshadow. So this is definitely like kind of like a soft green with a golden kind of shimmer. I want to fill in the whole eyelid with it. And I don't want to make it too dark and too bold yet because I've got potentially a darker green that I'm going to go with, kind of more of like an evergreen. And I've got two different kind of antique golds that I want to work with. And then I've got this really, really pretty brown that might actually, hot chocolate might be a really good name for that, if that kind of helps give you any idea of what this collection is going to be about. Evergreen isn't even really a good description of this because like the more you layer it, like the darker green it gets, but it's not like a hunter green. It almost gives like this really smoky vibe. Like this will make a great smoky eye without it being like a black or a brown or a gray. Like if you want color, you want buildable color, and you just want a cool looking smoky eye, this color is gonna be perfect. Kind of in the middle, I'm definitely gonna be putting the brown out here and then the gold in the inner corner, although I might need to darken up this light green just a little bit. So I did take a little bit more of this like lighter greeny gold and I layered it over the dark green, and that really gave like just a really cool, pretty, even more smoky kind of vibe. Like I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of feeling like some Medusa vibes over here. Like the whole like snake skin, the not iridescent, but just like that shine is kind of like what I'm seeing, and I like it. And I definitely am loving it for the collection. So now we're gonna take hot chocolate and just, oh, I'm also using a pointy brush. It's not a super dense brush because we want to slowly get the color on. We want to build it up instead of just going like right for it. We want to be able to build it up. And then I'm taking it into the crease and up the brow bone because, as you know, I have slightly hooded eyes and we're not trying to make my eye look like my eyelid is being eaten. But just soft circular motions. The first brush that I use, I guess I should quick specify too, is this one. It's not very dense, which is why I needed to pack it on a little bit more. This one that I used for the dark is a little bit more dense, so that's why that color went on more, which was fine because that was what I wanted. I really wanted to build up that light shade. Here is the gold that we're gonna put in the inner corner. And I read somewhere that like putting bright, shimmery colors in the inner corner is, you know, something that we're doing this year. And I'm trying to figure out when we stop doing that. I added just a little bit of hot chocolate because I really think that that's going to be the name of this color to my lash line. And the more I just play with this green color, the more I am loving it. It's almost soft and whimsical, which I think is a perfect type of color for the wilder kind, wilderkind, however you're pronouncing it. Just soft, whimsical, nature inspired, just all those kinds of things. what this is a serum skin tint. Skincare to it. Gives this very luminous shine. When I tested it on my hand, I was like, excuse me, what is this? So I kind of played around with it just a touch yesterday. It was recommended to use a beauty blender, although I really feel like my brush that I used yesterday actually applied this just a little bit better. So the other trend that I noticed, this is what I've been seeing on TikTok, not necessarily Pinterest, is basically skin. Like being able to see your skin, see your imperfections basically, all like the tiny nuances that is your skin. So not heavy makeup, not a heavy coverage, like none of that. Just being able to see your skin for what it is. This is like a large flat top kabuki. Kind of my tried and true, what I've used before. Love this thing. And I know like sponges, yes, they do absorb more, so you do tend to use more, but let's just check this out in real time. I mean, I don't know about you, but I can see a little bit of a difference in how it applied. I'm gonna quick throw on another layer because you know me, I do double layers. We've got 2 layers on. I did end up going over this side with my flat giant kabuki brush. You know what? I just like the way that that applies and looks better. If you follow me on TikTok, this shimmery leftover pink is what I used on my lips, and it's the lip color that I did in day 2 of like testing samples. I've been trying to figure out like which lip colors I like, which lip colors are gonna go with which collections. This was what I tried on day 1 that goes with the collection that I am wearing, and I'm not gonna lie, I felt like my lips looked a lot fuller with this lip color on, and I really honestly didn't overline. So whatever the illusion is with this color, I love it. It's probably going to become an everyday color, a main staple. I mean, it's a great everyday color already. But for me and maybe my other little thin-lipped friends, this will be like the shade, the it girl. But it is a good everyday color. It's got a like mauve-y tone to it. I know I originally had thought that it was potentially like a kind of nude pink. It's on the cool tone side, which I like, which is also very popular. Probably an unexpected color for this collection once you see this collection. Oh yeah, I did also take a little bit of this color too, which is kind of like right here, which you might be able to see. And went over my cheeks as well, because I wanted something just with a little bit more definition, I guess you will. So here is my completed look. My look to go with Fulton and Rourke's Sterling. That's a good, that's a good one. So far, both scents I've really, really liked. I still love Ghost Trees. As of right now, out of the 2 that I've tried, it is still my number 1. I did do a look based off of that as well. Just go back, probably honestly just a couple videos and you'll find it. This is an upcoming collection. Also, let me know what you think in the comments if I should get this going, like bring this out, because honestly, like I said, this is not something that I was planning on doing for a couple of years, but I feel like it really hits all those marks of what is popular for this spring, but also what I feel is just popular in general. Like there's a lot that of people that still like that clean girl aesthetic, and I like color, I like coverage, I like all those things. So like the fact that, you know, color is becoming more popular, I'm really super excited about that. But this hits all those marks. I don't like feeling like I've got something on my face. I do like a medium coverage. This builds up to a nice medium coverage if that's what you want. So let me know in the comments if you think that this is something that I should release ASAP and let this just be like my hard launch, because if that's what you guys want, then that's what I'll make happen. So here is my Sterling inspired makeup look by Fulton and Rourke, cosmetics by Riot Rogue Cosmetics. Going off of a couple trends, Laced Up and Wilder Kind, both from Pinterest Predicts. So yeah, here we go. This is actually really cute. I am really liking this. So anyway, it was great to be back. I am super excited to continue to do these get ready with me's. I had to like revamp my studio too. So my spare room. Who am I trying to kid? So I'm getting that in order, and hopefully I'm back, you guys. Have a great day. Bye.